Hey guys, it is not hot today, but it's super humid. Like it's 96% humidity, and I swear to God, my eyelids are sweating. Like I think my eyelashes are like dripping in sweat. But the puppies today are 8 weeks old, and I'm so excited. So let's take a look at them and see what I do when they're 8 weeks old, because this is kind of a big turning point for them. I'm also going to kind of try to be careful about what I'm getting in this video because I just fed the pups some raw. We had a goat to process, and so I gave them parts of that. And I'm going to have to try not to get that in the video because I'm sure that'll get me blocked and flagged in no time. This is Athena. Athena is like one of our OG Anatolians, and she's actually the pup's grandma. So she's on babysitting duty today. So starting at 8 weeks, I start to kind of give the pups more freedoms and independence away from mom. So now Haruka, their mom, has been taken away from them during the day, and she's actually out working with Samson. I'll get some shots of her in a little bit, but so she's working with Samson during the day, back in with them at nighttime. So this helps the transition for both of them, like emotionally, but also so she doesn't get mastitis, because even though she's been slowly on her own weaning them off, I still just don't like to cold turkey it. Okay, I'm just going to be careful here not to show what they're chewing on. So there's 4 of them. There's like 2 pastures that they're passing in between, that they're not supposed to easily be able to go between pasture to pasture, but they have kind of like their own little puppy door. So Grandma Athena cannot get in here by these 4. So these 4 are just hanging out and arguing with each other over who's going to get the best bits of raw and chew on the bones, and just fun herd or litter stuff, right? So that's what they're doing, and they are adjacent to, like, in this pasture is all goats. My milking does are out there. A bunch of other dry does, and Haruka and Samson are in that pasture. And so they're able to see and hear them, but also these little stinkers are able to get out one little tiny corner, and then they just travel up here and pass into this pasture because they want to be with the sheep and goats. But I don't allow that because there's some does in there that are just nasty and not nice, and it just wouldn't be safe for them to be out there. So that's that. Okay, and there's Miss Yellow. You guys can see what that is on there. Let's try to use her as a barrier there. Miss Yellow and Mr. Blue are there in this pasture, working on the raw. And so when I first put, see, that's how they get through. There's a little tiny space there. When I first put Grandma Athena in, she was very interested in them and checking them out, and the babies went running up to her right away and tried to nurse on her right away, because as babies, that's like their first instinct, is to nurse on everything. And so they were pretty quickly told, that's not appropriate, you cannot nurse on me. And they just right away tried to run up to her and bite on her and play with her, and she put them in their place, and that's good. That's what we want to see happen. We want them to understand that within packs that there is a pecking order, right? There's always a dominant, there's always an alpha, and then down the ranks we go. But they need to understand that their young sassy butts of 8 weeks old can't just run up into any pack and think that they're the boss, because they're not. So it's good for them to be chastised and by an older pack member, and it's good when it's not always mom. Now, if I didn't trust Athena, I wouldn't toss them together because that wouldn't be safe, but Athena loves babies of all species. Like, we've got some kittens in the house, and whenever she goes in the house, then she's just like, bring the kittens to me, and they snuggle up with her and she watches them, and so she's just a very maternal dog. So she's a great sitter to have, and she'll punish or discipline when needed, and protect and love on them when they're being good. So it's pretty perfect. So that's what we're doing today. Now that they're, see, she's they're trying to get a little up in her business, and she's like, I'd like some space, please. And she just growled at Mr. Blue because he likes to charge in there like a big boss daddy. And she's like, son, you're not even potty trained yet. Don't fool with me. So that's what we're doing today with them. They stay with me until 10 to 12 weeks, and then they can go on to their new homes. So in these last couple weeks, we'll just be doing this. So they're in with, like I said, they're going to be in with Grandma today, and then we'll be splitting up the litter. I like to do that to kind of break those bonds within that litter. They need to start getting ready to go off on their own. They're not taking their brothers and sisters with. They don't have that security. So I'll start splitting them off, and I'll break up the dominant groups, because a lot of times in this litter too, I'm seeing it, the dominant ones like to hang together, and then the submissive ones like to hang together. So we're going to break that up, break up the dominants, and just put them in their own little working groups, so they still have litter mates with them, but not all of them. Athena's like, I just want to hide here. I've had enough of these kids. So yeah, we'll just split them up, like I said, put them into smaller working groups, and then put them with older dogs. Like, it's like a buddy system, basically. I'll break up the litters, put them with, some with, like Samson's a really kind, sweet, gentle dog. So he'll get a couple babies to work with, and like I said, we just split everybody up. And Miss Yellow is just like, I love you, Grandma. And she reminds me of Athena. She's going to be a gorgeous female. She's going to be the traditional fawn with a black mask, just like Grandma is. Miss Yellow is a very independent, strong leader. She'll be an amazing, amazing dog. And she's going out to California, so that's where she's going to be. All right, Miss Yellow. And her name is Lulu. So I have to start calling her Lulu. I have to remember that. So as soon as their future owners have decided on a name, I have them let me know right away so that I can immediately start using their new names with them. So she will be Lulu, and she will be going out to California and working out there. They still like playing with Uncle Gus. Uncle Gus is all play and no discipline. So he's the classic funkle, just the fun uncle that is all play. He's young himself, he's 10 months old, and he's just, not a whole lot of nonsense in his brain yet. So they get together and just have a rowdy time and get in trouble together. So yeah, that's what's up. What are we gonna do today? Today we're gonna weigh them. They are 8 weeks old, so they're getting dewormed today as well. And then next week, they're 9 weeks already, and they will get their last vaccine with us. So that'll be their booster of the first vaccine that they got at 6 weeks. And they get their booster at 9 weeks. And then they're due at 12 weeks for like their big boy and big girl vaccines, whatever the future owners choose to have. Some people like the 7 ways, 8 ways, 9 ways, 10 ways. There's a million different vaccines you can choose from. It's up to you and your vet to decide what's right for you. Some people want the Lyme's vaccine, some people don't. Like, there's just a plethora of choices that you have. And then, yeah, before you know it, they'll be gone. She is just hell-bent on getting Grandma to love her. She wants to be in Grandma's space up by her face. And I can promise you that later when I come in here, she'll be cuddled up with Grandma, because Grandma will eventually be like, fine, yes, I love you. So yeah, exciting time. Time flies when you're raising little mischief makers, I can tell you that for sure. Right, Lulu? Pretty Lulu.